Hi Taurus, welcome into your weekly reading. We're reading approximately for the third week of September. It does not have to be, guys. I do 4 readings a month. Please, you surf right through them and alternate, whatever, it doesn't matter. For me, they're endless. It just depends on when you're going through the energy and if you resonate with the subject line. If you do, the story might be for you. I also read the bottom of the deck, so then you're going to know a little bit more clear if this is your story or not. I do also recommend you listen to your moon and or your rising. Why do we normally suggest those? As they are the makeup of your natal chart. Your moon just pretty much suggests your subconscious, your inner self, how you think and feel about a situation. So if you're going through something right now, listening to your moon reading is probably going to tell you how you're more or less likely to react or act or think about the situation. Rising is how the other people are going to be perceiving you in said situation. All right, and that's your outcome. So if you're new to my channel, hi, thanks for stopping by. If you like the content, like, share, and subscribe, all that happy stuff down there below. Leave me your comments, and yeah, let's begin. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, Taurus, you or somebody walked away. 9 of Pentacles. You're very, very single right now, but who gives a shit? Because you're doing very well. Oh, by the way, newbies. I drop F-bombs, sorry. It's just my style. I get very passionate, and when I start channeling the messages, as the more cards I drop, the more intense I get. Just a disclaimer. Okay, so you walked away or someone walked away, and now you are single. But it's like, I get this feeling like you don't even really care because you're doing well, and you almost feel like as you're going along through your process and your journey, you know that the right person is going to come and settle upon you. Because you have the sun right here. There's something optimistic and positive you're feeling behind the scenes. Somebody must have recently given you an offer. Whether this is a job offer, a love offer, a date, or whatever. Some kind of new offer that's tangible, that's here on the 3D realm. You're not certain of the future, but you feel positive. You're very optimistic. These 2 cards say so. Aquarius, Pisces. What else do I see here? Leo. Maybe you're dealing with somebody with your own element, which is also Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. All right, so that's the storyline. You recently walked away from something. You are now single. You're doing very well. Somebody also has sparked your interest. There's an offer that's coming your way. I don't know if it's financial yet or if it's a relationship. We're going to go ahead and we're going to see. You're very optimistic and positive. You had 2 roads to go, and it looks like as soon as you dropped the old, the past, the person, you had some kind of crazy level of success. So that's who I am resonating with in this reading. Let's go ahead and see what your situation is. By the way, this is my own personal unique style over here. And it's something I made up. It just works for me. Whatever. If you want me to try something different like the Celtic Cross, please, of course, leave me comments. I have no problem doing other styles. Okay, Knight of Cups is the situation that you currently find yourself in. Yeah, it's that offer I was telling you. You got some kind of offer, and it feels and it seems very sort of serious. Like it looks like something tangible that, you could take to the bank. So this is an emotional offer, whether this is an apology, an invitation to something, invitation to a job, a promotion, a career, a date, something. Something makes you feel good here, real good. And it's very new-ish. You have judgment, though. This is what's coming towards you. You're going to have to make a judgment call regarding a situation or something. And this was an intense feeling I got right off the bat, Taurus. For some of you, this is work related. Some of you might be bosses or something like that, and you're going to have to decide if you keep or assemble a certain team that works for you for a project. You're going to have to let somebody go in order to find growth in whatever it is that you're doing at work, something like that. It was just like an Insta message. And that's just a chunk of you, not everybody. What you don't see coming is you're going to be dealing, you are dealing, or there is somebody coming back from the past. That's a Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, this fire sign individual, or takes on these elements, very fiery, passionate. Could be a third party person like the other woman or man or whatever. The affair type person. It's up to you. I don't know who it is. We're going to see. We're going to clarify. And we're going to see why this person is so relevant in your world. And they come to you out of nowhere. You could work with them. They could be your lover. They could be just about anybody. We're going to see. But it's significant, just so you know, because it comes out of the blue. And there's some kind of surprise coming from this person. In your advice, Nine of Wands, you have some, I suspect, because of your recent past, you have guards up now. Big ones. Big time. And anything that comes your way that you find troubling or argumentative or exhausting, your advice here is saying drop it. It also might be warning you to drop the guard. So if somebody's trying to come towards you in a love manner and they want to ask you out, and you seem very defensive at this point in time, and they're saying that you should relax those gates a little bit. Relax the gates. Put down, open the fence. Let us see you, Taurus. Your outcome, Nine of Swords. Yeah, you got monsters in your head. You know, this Nine of Swords is you're up at night. You're worried over something. You have a lot of anxiety and stress. These monsters are attacking you. You feel that you have so much responsibility. At least these two cards tell me you do. You have so much on your mind and so many responsibilities that you're exhausted. You have 2 9s. So just so you know, obviously it's a 10. You're done. And then it's an ace. So it's like you're almost over this whole whatever situation is that you're going through. So some of you might be arguing with somebody, like the last remnants of someone from the past, or the last remnants of dealing with an old colleague, or the last remnants from somebody that you had to deal with at work that will no longer be there, and you might have to carry on a burden because of them. It's stressing you a little bit. Anyway, so let's go ahead and start clarifying these. Yes, I know I sound very general and open, but that's because I want to target as many Taurus people out there. It's not just that. It's just the messages I'm hearing and channeling from above. But like, you know, tell this person that, tell that person that. It's like, you know, sometimes it comes in overwhelming. Sometimes there are visions. Sometimes it's music. That's how spirit guides work. They're funny like that. They give you clues, and you're like, well, you know, you decipher it. Sometimes it's pretty plain and easy to see. That's why we use tarot as a tool to guide you. That's what tarot is meant to do. It's meant to mitigate fallout. It's meant to give you the best advice possible. All right, let's see what this just fell. It's either like, tell them this. We're clarifying the Knight of Cups. Somebody dropped a love bomb on you, didn't they? This is a fat ass love bomb. I don't know if it's your past person. I don't know if it's a new person. It's somebody. They dropped a love bomb. If they didn't, they will be. And it's somebody you really love, and they love you back, or you guys are 2 soulmates. This is soulmate situation. This is how you both feel about one another. You both make each other happy. Both. This is duality. 2 and the 10 are duality. They're not 9s. They're not 5s. They're not 6s. They aren't things that you're going through alone. This is how you both feel about each other. Do you see how fantastic these 2 cards are together? With this, somebody dropped or will be dropping a massive love bomb on you. And when they drop this love bomb on you, boom, the stress starts. The thought starts. The anxiety starts. The feeling stuck starts. Now, there's 2 of you, Taurians. This is somebody from your past that you never expected to come back and love bomb you, and now they're giving you like an argument that you can't ignore. Others of you, this is a new person, and you're stressed out because you're afraid it might fail because of your recent past. And this is why you have judgment. To me, judgment usually always signifies you're dealing with something from the recent past. Some of you are dealing with, like I said, a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, because you have this at the bottom of the deck. But I more or less feel like this is you. And whoever you're dealing with, this soulmate person, you're going to know it's the right person because they're like you in the sense that they have their shit together. Together, they're financially stable. But in the past, there was some sneaky fuckery. And there's the Queen of Wands, the mistress, or the other person. And here's the love offer that made you feel like a little teenager before. Okay, that's the situation. Let me not go crazy and just weeklies, they change, you know. Why is judgment here for Taurus? You guys probably think I'm nuts. Leave me your comments. I love your comments. It's like I go in the subway sometimes and everyone's like reading a book. I'm sitting there reading comments from you guys. I love it. Judgment. You have to decide between two people, two colleagues, two employees, two situations, two careers, two cars, I don't know, two something, two houses. I don't know. You have to decide. And they're two very different things. And you're trying to make the right judgment call between these two things. I mostly feel like it's two people. Because in my other decks, the Two of Swords is, and I have a lot of decks. This is the only one that has two people in them. Three, actually. It's usually her by herself, blindfolded with the Two Swords. And she doesn't know what to do because she's confused. In this deck, I have two people. She has to decide between. And one of them is goodbye. One of them has betrayed her. Or him. Guys, you know. I don't have to tell you this. Flip the script. And cross-watchers, you're welcome. You must remember that sometimes you're the Taurus in this situation and they are your sign. Everybody operates from positive and negative. You take your situation and you take it as it resonates. But in these two situations, there's two scenarios I'm hearing for you, Taurus. One of them is somebody who has betrayed you that had ended in the past and then they came back. Others of you are feeling stressed that you feel like you have to betray one of these people. So that could be for those of you who are listening for the work reading. And you feel guilty about it. Not guilty, I don't see guilt on the table, but you're stressed. You're really stuck. You're trying to figure out like how not to end this, or like how to, you know, that final blow over there. But guys, I think this person that you're dealing with, both cases, whether it's love or work, I think they know instinctively what you're going to do to us. It's not that you're predictable. It's just that you've put your foot down. And now you're trying to not calculate, maybe a little bit you're calculating, but you're more or less trying to find, like in your mind, you're trying to find the right thing to do, the right solution, like how you can get away with dealing with both people without anybody getting hurt in this situation, this scenario. If this hasn't happened to you yet, believe me, it's coming. But this is definitely somebody, if this is also work or love, it can also talk about somebody who cheated or had betrayed you in the past or has stolen something from you. Why is this Queen of Wands here and why is she significant? Tell me about the Queen of Wands, please. You're curious what deck this is. This is the After Tarot. This is what happens after you've made the decision. Oh, God. I was right. You do feel a little guilty. I was like, I don't see the guilt card. Of course, it had to be the next card that popped out. So maybe you do feel a little bit guilty that you have to cut somebody out. And you feel bad about it. But you know what? It doesn't fucking matter. There's a reason why that person is in the position they're in right now. It's because they brought themselves to that position. Everybody has a tower moment in their lives where they lose a relationship, a marriage, a job. They weren't making choices. They were making the poor ones, and not making a decision is a decision. So the universe took it away from them. So you must understand, Taurus, if you're coming to this point that you might feel guilty between cutting somebody out or no longer dealing with them, do not feel bad. Do not feel guilty. They're the reasons they've gotten to that point where they are right now. Also, for others of you, some of you might be pining over this person from the recent past. Very small amount of you guys, not too many. Or it's vice versa. They are pining over you. And I feel actually, as those words were coming in my mouth, that's when the feeling, like I got a little bit of a chill. It's mostly they are pining over you. They feel guilty for what they did to you. They feel sorry and they're thinking about it. But why are they behind the scenes? Like, why are they something that you don't see coming? Because at the bottom of the deck, they want to offer you something. A new opportunity, whether that's a job, more or less, most of you it's dating, more or less of you it's to get engaged, more or less it's most of you it's they might, this love bomb might actually be a proposal. Now that I think about it, it's not an apology. It might be both. It might be, I'm sorry, will you marry me? I'm starting to friggin' vibe this. I feel like they did so much fucked up shit to you, Taurus, that they knew they were done with, you were done with them, that I think they're going to come and drop you some serious love bombs. This message cannot possibly be for a lot of you but I'm feeling like this is who this storyline is resonating for this Taurus. They want to give you a brand new opportunity. Pentacles are 3D. I hope I understand. I hope I'm making myself clear when I say the difference between 3D and 5D. 5D is things that we think in our mind, that we believe, like we believe in God, or we believe in our angels. We trust in spirituality. We just feel, we just know. We have, it's our instincts. Instinctually, it's kind of like, you know, you're humming a song and you go in your car, you turn on the radio, you hear that song. That's your instinct. That is your 5D. That's your antenna. 3D means here, where you're alive and it's happening. The person, it's tactile. It's touching. So this is take it to the bank and cash this bitch, because it's here in your face. What is it? It's a proposal. It's an engagement. It's to get married. By who? Another fire sign card popping out. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Behind that, a passionate new beginning. After saying that they've dropped their burdens, I feel like this person is gonna wanted to sow their oats or some shit, and now they like had like some sort of clarity or an epiphany. Oh my God, I'm exhausted. Just by telling you this, I feel these 9 of Wands. I literally do. But this is gonna exhaust you too. Meanwhile, I think there's someone else here too, and that's new. But whatever's happening here, you're very positive, you're optimistic, you're very happy. But you know, it's not like you're gonna see this something or someone who walked away. Why is 9 of Wands here in their advice position? Definitely the first and foremost message is saying, you know, you got to drop these burdens. You got to drop these, drop the gate, the guard. It also is saying, don't take on responsibilities that aren't fucking yours. You don't need it. It's not yours. That's in your advice position. You also have the World. The World talks about closing out an old chapter and starting a new one. I don't care if this is the brand new person or if this is the past person. If this is the past person that's coming back into your presence, into your present, and in your presence, it is saying you need to do, you got to start all over. And when you start all over, you must, because I was looking at all these elements at the corner of this card, you know, you must use everything in your arsenal that you've learned from this person, all the lessons that may be now a blessing. I don't know. Maybe this person is learning from you, Taurus. And I find it interesting, but it's like you're going to be the parent of this relationship, and you're going to have to put your foot down, and you're going to have to explain how things are going to be. And part of you is like, you know, you're finished with this chapter. This is what you're telling yourself. I'm done with this chapter of my life. I'm ready for new ones. I'm ready for new ones. I'm ready for a new journey into something else. But, you know, you might collaborate with this person and move forward with them, even though you know there's some burdens here. What is this 9 of Swords? Like, I just want to know already what's going to happen next week. 9 of Swords. I think I said this in my last video. My Venus is in Taurus, so it's like, I think it's like, I always want to know what's happening with you guys. Let me have one for 9 of Swords for their outcome. Why is this stress, please? If you don't come out, I'm going to take the top 2 cards. Never mind. Your past comes rushing back. I hate to tell you. But you know what? You secretly have been hanging on to, or they have been secretly hanging on to you. I think I'm rushing in. Some of you, maybe it's a Cancer. There's that Page of Pentacles. I heard this. I don't have much to offer, but whatever I do have, I give to you, Taurus. I don't know if that's a new person. Yeah. All right. That's at the bottom. Let me show you what popped out for this, clarifying this 9 of Swords, why you're not sleeping at night. Your past comes rushing in. Do you see this person rushing out of nowhere? He's not even acknowledging shit. He's just like, comes in like a bat out of hell. Do you see these little kids running? Your past comes running towards you. And you're like, oh my God, no. Look at his face. I'm telling you, either you or they have been hanging on. And they come rushing. completely focused, not thinking anything else. They're totally blind as they come running towards you, Taurus. You're not. You're not. But the fact that they love bomb you like this, that's crazy. I don't even know what to say. Actually, I'm going to throw for the first time where I'm not really doing this. I don't think I've done this for the other zodiacs. I really need these crazy ass algorithms in YouTube to start like dishing the other zodiac signs. Wow. I know a lot of you don't want to hear this, but you're past. You know what's funny? No need to worry at the bottom of the deck, I would say, but it's in the reverse. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're worrying. Because the no need to worry is in the reverse. Not that I read it in reverse, it just was like a thought. And I thought it was interesting. What did fall out? Do not shoot me. I'm just the messenger. Okay. Forgiveness. God, it's gonna, I know it's like not something that Taurus does. Especially if you heard a Taurus. Guys, my cards are, I don't know, these oracle messages are lining up, guys. They really are. So, what needs to happen? A heart-to-heart conversation with your person is at the bottom of the deck. What fell out was wedding. Some of you are married or were married or getting married. That's the marriage card I was telling you guys earlier. This person's going to love bomb you. Say, let's get married. Maybe some of you fell out of love with this person. But, and I really, there's a huge underline when I say this but over here. You have to understand what unrequited love is. Unrequited love is the runner-chaser dynamic. You chase them, they ran away. Now flip that. That's unrequited love. Now you're running and they're chasing. Isn't that interesting? Unrequited love. All right, guys. Oh, let's do one from the Moonology deck. The other deck was Angel Answers, in case you're curious. This is the Romance Angels, and the other one was Angel Answers. This deck, in case you're curious. I'm sure you're used to all these decks with all the readers on YouTube, but, you know. Taurus, please, 3rd week of September. Thank you. Yeah, the bottom of the deck, surrender to the divine. You're going to have to trust what the universe is doing here for you. I do, because you got the World card. If some of you are deciding to leave this person and move on and be single, like I saw earlier, some of you might actually go traveling. Like you might go travel the world kind of thing. It's just like a side message I got for some of you. Show the world the real you. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius. But I heard for this, you're very smart. You're very intelligent. You downplay your roles. You're very humble, Taurus. You're very, very humble. It's time people saw how intelligent and witty you really are. You got that amazing dry humor I love so much. All right, Taurus, that's what I got for you guys. Until next week.